Now, I had the pleasure of helping Aryan go from selling inflatable toys on the streets, making absolutely $0 in a single month, to making over $32,000 in the first 9 days of April by helping him sell his new AI solution. Package, leverage, and systemization. That can turn a simple $500 chatbot or whatever you're offering into an $8,000 solution. So if you're running an AI automation agency or you think of starting one, you will want to watch this video because there's been so many lies fed to you if you've been going around YouTube trying to get more information about how to grow your business. And this is especially for those people who've maybe made like 5 or 10K with AI, but then they don't know how to bring it further. Like they got nothing reliable. So there's no stable pipeline of clients. I'm gonna give you just the raw truth. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Yes, this was said by the great billionaire Warren Buffett, who is worth 154 billion. You need leverage, right? You need a scalable model. You need to delegate and you need to be an operator. Warren Buffett is an extremely good operator. Why? Because he understands what drives growth and he understands what makes companies valuable. Now, a lot of people on YouTube will want you to believe that you need to understand school communities and you need to learn make.com and you need to learn all these different software tools for you to be able to use AI in a way that is going to profit. Now, unlike all the gurus on YouTube who will tell you to go join their school community to then spend months learning make.com, I have a bit of an easier path for you because I don't want you to be broke. And if I had spent my time learning make.com a couple years ago when I was creating systems for client acquisition, I would have been very broke still right now. And I would still be living in my mom's house inside my 4x4 bedroom. And yeah, I wouldn't have had all the cool, amazing experience I've had today. The easiest thing that we did with Aryan and Noah is just put them on LinkedIn. And this is the gold mine because this is where you get people who are literally Fortune 500 companies who are connecting with you. Noah, for example, he got an inbound lead, right? So not even outreach from a Fortune 500 company. He did not go the route of YouTube, school, and make.com. He was with us. So we gave him client acquisition. We gave him systems. We gave him something that converts. That allowed him to book a bunch of calls. Now, the great thing about Noah as well is he doesn't know anything about programming or coding or automation. He just gives it to an AI automation expert. And those are the people that are likely in the school community, right? Grinding make.com tutorials and a bunch of other AI thingies. So we don't want to go that route because that's not where the money is, right? I know where the money is. If you get people to pay you an 8, 10, 12, 15K retainer, then you have enough money to get some guy who sat in a $100 school community to fulfill on that. So you focus your time on the things that move the needle, actions that directly can result in money being transferred in your bank account. Content, ads, outreach, leveraging certain systems and platforms to create lead flow, traffic, to then convert them into paying clients. There's people going, I don't have enough experience to start my agency or my operator business. We are more a fan of an operator business, but I don't have enough experience to start my agency. They go, okay, I need more experience. So, I'm going to spend my whole time learning coding and programming. They spent 24 months learning different AI workflows. And then the crazy thing is after 3 months, there's another software, another update, another GPT, and they got to learn that. And then they're just jumping from workflow to tool to another software to another tool. AI is developing at an insane speed. You can never keep up. This is like it's just a hamster wheel. You're not gonna win, right? You're just not gonna win. Smart people, they play the field where they win. Sell first, build later. So many people spend so much time building out their products and services before they have any clients. And you know what that does? It makes you broke. Nobody cares about your solution before you make them care. So I'd rather spend my time making people care instead of spending my time building something that they don't care about. And now I got to convince them to care about my thing. All of our clients get reverse framing. This means I figure out where you're at. I get all the data points. Then I know how to speak to those data points. And then you'll feel like, oh my God, you know exactly what I want. I package it in a solution. I fix your problem. I make sure, right? And for our clients, it's literally getting from 0 to 10, 20, 30, 50K a month. I package that into my solution and I give it to you. And now it's irresistible because I know you want it. I didn't go, what do I think they want? And then try to come up with it myself and then get all the wrong data points and then try to sell it to you and try to convince you of like what I think is best for you. And then you go, no. And then I go, okay. And then you go, and then that's the end of it. This is the inevitable route if you spend all your time learning skills and going into the wrong skill stacks. Entrepreneurship is a staircase. And the staircase consists of marketing, sales, and fulfillment. I'm not going to jump on step 3 before I did step 1. If I don't got any attention, I don't got any conversion or clients, why am I spending my time fulfilling? That's the exact mechanic Arjan leveraged to go from $0 to $30,000 a month in just 4 months. Same goes for Matthias. It is inevitable once you understand this staircase, when you understand how to create leverage, once you understand how to put the responsibility and the accountability on the client in the right way that they're happy and they thank you for it, that you're going to make 10K a month. It's just inevitable. It's just going to happen. So our processes are so good because we understand what is this data? What is the data points? We have so many clients and we have data points from years and years and years of experience to know exactly what it is that people are looking for before they think of it. We understand the process so well at this point, working with so many different fields, right? Recruitment agencies, AI automation agencies, fitness coaches, sales coaches. We got so many data points from so many different people. And that's not even only the coach and agency, all of their clients as well. We got the entire backend. We got the entire data set. And in a market that is so sophisticated, like in 2025, the one who has the most data, right? The one who has the most information, because that's what data is, and the one who has the most experience is gonna win. When you get this amount of data, you can just optimize your workflows, you can optimize your processes all around providing the best possible outcome for your clients, for your students, for your partners. The beautiful thing about the AI automation operator business is that you provide a done for you, but not in the classical traditional way of like a SMMA where you have to constantly do like marketing and polls and everything. You simply put the right pieces together to deliver a solution. You get an expert to build it out, and then you pocket the difference. So you get to walk this first staircase infinite amount of times because your time is limited. Your time cannot go into all of these at the same time. Whenever you're fulfilling, you're not selling. Whenever you're selling, you're not fulfilling. But here's where the money is made. Here is where you just get a happy face. And then maybe ultimately a repeat customer. But that's way easier to figure out than this part. But between 0 and 20K a month, you want to focus your time on this because that brings in the money and that drives the revenue of your business, which is your life. It's inevitable when you got so many iterations doing this thing over and over and over and having so much time put in, it accumulates and it compounds. So you get to figure out things that nobody ever figures out, which improves your solution and your value by 1,000x. The value I brought to my clients last year was already insane, but the value I provide these days is like on a completely different level. It's completely unfathomable because it's miles ahead of the rest of the market. Because they're still spending their time, remember, they're still spending their time learning about the different workflows, learning about the different strategies. No, we built a system that's infinitely better than all our competitors, and through that, you just win. And then you use that same system for your clients so they also win. And now you basically fixed this through fixing this, because that's what business owners care about. So many people put so much time in fulfillment and then they don't have the right expertise and data sets about the marketing and sales. So when they pitch their solution to the business owner doesn't care. And this is the reason that a lot of people then go, oh, I need to think about it. Or, oh, I get back to you. Oh, yeah, that seems nice. Let's see in a couple months. And they don't close. And you don't get your $8,000 solution that you were promised by the school community guru guy because you spent your time here. So even a business owner knows from the way you speak and the way you present your expertise that you don't know how big and important this is. So they go, okay, that's not the guy that's going to bring me to 1 million a month or whatever it is that they want to get to. They want the guy who understands how to create scale, how to be an operator, how to operate the right things. It's way more important that you know what to automate and where to automate in a business than that you know how to automate. Because from the data sets and the expertise that we got, right, from serving so many people and helping so many people get to 10, 50, 100, 150K a month, you have infinitely more leverage. And that is what you can then deploy and use to then know exactly, oh, this is what matters. And that makes it extremely easy for us to see in a business, okay, what is the right areas to automate and what doesn't matter. So you're never going to outcompete us or our clients. And that makes it very easy to get results for your clients. And that's how you scale. And this is literally the same thing with Arjan. Simple system, simple roadmap. And the guy goes from selling inflatable toys on the street, right, making $0 and literally almost getting scammed and almost not being able to pay his rent, to making $30,000 in a month, in the 4th month, then making $30,000 in 10 days, and then closing 8K the next day, to making 22.5K in a single day, to making 22.5K in the first week of April, and then closing another 8K deal right after. So if you want true help on scaling your AI automation agency, or you want to start one, and you want to get to 10, 20, 30, 50K a month, do yourself a favor. Book a call. There's a link in the description, and speak to me personally or my business partner, and we directly help everybody, right? This is not him with some client success manager like you see in a lot of programs. You get our help personally, directly. We help you implement it directly, one-to-one. There's no CSM who we're paying like 2K a month to then help you and then give you some crappy advice. It's us with our data set, or expertise, or knowledge directly helping you. So book a call, and that's the most fastest, easiest way that you're going to scale to 10, 20, 30, 50K a month in the next few weeks or months. All right, much love, guys, and see you on the next one.